Your Excellency, walk us through where we are in the UAE today in terms of the space program.
First of all, thank you for this opportunity, and I'm very happy to give you an overview of what we try to do in UAE. As you mentioned, globally, space is a key and also very important to all countries. If we look to 50 years ago, there were two countries, like US and the former Soviet Union. Today, there's more than 60 countries who has, space activities or programs. Why? In fact, there's race to space, which means space bring, benefits in different form. Strategic, there's elements. Space is very important for national security for countries. Space is a key contributor for the knowledge-based economy. Inspiring tool, space inspiring people to go for STEM education and also to elevate expectation and broaden the thinking. Space also a good a model for cooperation and also a platform for innovation. So UAE long time ago has decided that space is part of our current and future, and this is UAE space program considered to be a significant in the region.
And in terms of the collaboration with the private sector, how important is that to your plan?
If we go back to space based on cooperation. No country today on earth can do everything. Even US is so big, but still they are seeking and they are empowering cooperation. So for us as a young, country has a big ambition in space. Cooperation is a key for two things. One is for knowledge transfer, so we get exposed, we engage with other countries, we learn. Second, space is hard, is costly, high risk, and also takes a lot of time and require very high skilled people. These challenges, the only way to mitigate these challenges is through cooperation. And it's very common internationally that countries cooperate. They have some differences on Earth, but they cooperate in space. A good example is Russia and US. American astronauts today, they go to space through Russian vehicles. They work together. So space is a good platform for cooperation. And I think we are very active. As a UAE Space Agency, we signed more than 30 cooperation agreements worldwide. We today engage with most of the space agencies. And also not just only space agencies and government, but also we are promoting, private sector. So now today we are cooperating with different companies. We just issued recently what we call a space investment promotion strategy, which we try to, support space investment locally. Try to encourage our local investors to step in space business, but also to try to bring foreign investors.
The glamorous side of this, obviously, is the idea that we're going to be able to take a trip to the moon, or potentially we could put a colony on Mars. This is the glamorous side of space exploration. But this is the interesting thing. This also has so many implications for potentially mining mineral resources.
Yes.
This has an opportunity to promote national security. How do you navigate the politics here? Because you were mentioning working with multiple different countries, multiple different space agencies. Where's the opportunity there?
It's actually, for us, if we just take our case as a reference, as a small country, we take cooperation in incremental approach. So we try to cooperate in small things till we get, confident. Then also to try to engage and understand, because there is different schools. If you engage with NASA, it's a different school. If you engage with Russia, it's different people.
What's the preference?
What's that?
What's the preference, the US or Russia?
Well, actually, it's not. It's at the end of the day, it's who can provide you with what you want or what you need, and the choices are wide today. So India, they have a very ambitious space program. China, Russia, Europe, and US. So the choices are wider today. But you can pick, the best. And this is why we try to engage with different schools, with different nations, because we learn more. We also try to secure that cooperation just to make sure that it has continuation.
See, that's another tough one, because when
Yes.
we're talking about successive U.S. administrations, we all understand that depending on who's sitting in the White House, that might affect your funding, particularly with members of Congress as well. How difficult is that to navigate?
Well, actually, it's hard. If we look to what happened to U.S., before this new administration, the focus was Mars and all projects towards Mars. When Trump became U.S. president, he shifted from Mars to the moon. So everything in NASA has been changed. So politics is unfortunately still play a significant role in human space exploration. NASA is the biggest space agency that's spent on space exploration, advanced in terms of technology, in terms of volume about what they do. So when NASA is shifting, the whole world is shifting with NASA. So now the focus, the moon, and NASA had a directive from the president to go back and land a human on the moon by 2024. Now,
Only 12 men have ever walked on the moon, just for your information.
Yeah,
they were all American.
Of course. Now they are also, they want to put women on the moon. And now they are trying to lobbying inside, I was in US last month and we had a big conference there. We met with NASA, and NASA also organized international meetings to try to encourage other countries, even small countries, to be part of this journey to the moon. Now, you can be part, you can design something, you can participate with experiment, you can design small things, but it does require a lot of work, and cooperation is a key for a successful return to the moon.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.